In this video, I want to show this board over here. Let me walk around it so you can see what it really is. I know, do you call this a billboard in American English? But anyway, it's a board used to put advertisement upon it. In this case, they haven't put I wouldn't call this advertisement. This is like an awareness poster, however you call it, to make people aware of nature. And they're talking about this piece of nature over here. But I want to focus on the blankness of these boards behind me. So, okay, enjoy the sight in this video. Now I'm returning to the whiteboard. Look at this. It's blank. Yes, there's dirt upon it, and dust, and there's shadow from the trees, but it's blank. Why am I showing this? Okay, I'll explain. Just be patient with me. There's another, okay, you call it whiteboard, billboard, please help me out in the comment section. There you have a board over there, and it's not blank, it has content upon it. It's advertisement. Oh, there's a subway, there's a metro that passes by. Look, advertisement is a form of pornography. In many advertisements, not all, but in many, they use sexuality to generate an association in your brain. And that association is increasing the amount of serotonins in your brain. If you don't know what serotonins are, ask a neurologist. I'm not going into the details in this video. But what I want to explain to you, advertisers, they use sexuality to cause a connection in your brain, to cause an association that will attach you to their product. So it's a form of pornography, but people don't acknowledge it. Okay, so I just want to say that. Now this one is blank. So there's no content upon it. That means that anyone can put any content upon it. And you know what? This is the state of being that a lot of people don't want to admit. People don't want this blankness. They are afraid of it. They need a content. And for most people, that content comes from their relatives, from their church, or from being a member of a sports community, or they are politically engaged. Anyway, people can't handle blankness because we're not made to have this blankness. This blankness that we have inside all of us is meant to be filled by the Holy Spirit. If the Spirit of God is not occupying this blank space and filling it the way He desires, something else will be projected onto this this blankness. And that something else will not be in agreement with Christ. And in many cases, this blankness, I say many because it happens often, I'm not saying it most of the time, but in many cases, that blankness can be filled with extremism. And that's how people radicalize. Because when people are faced with blankness, they act out. They can't handle it, it's too scary for them. But okay, that's what I want to say in this video. And what is the message of this? Let God fill in the blanks of your life. Imagine you have imagine you have a text written over here. There's no text, but imagine you have a text written over here. And in this text you have all these holes, all these blanks, where words are needed, but there are no words over there. And that's how your daily life is. There are blanks. There are things you cannot solve. There are things you don't know. Of course there are things you don't know because you're not the Most High. You're not supposed to know everything. It doesn't matter how smart or intelligent or wise you are, you can't know everything nor be prepared for everything. You can't. Okay, so you have blanks. Maybe the blank is that you don't have a job at the moment and you're really searching for a job, but you sent over 50 applications but you're rejected. Or maybe the blank is that you feel lonely and now you're going to the pub often to fill the blank. And it does work, you do get company, but I don't recommend that type of company. I really don't. For obvious reasons that I'm not going to discuss in this video. Maybe the blank is something else with you. Let God fill in the blanks. Because if you don't, but a lot of folks, unfortunately a lot of believers also, they don't trust God to fill in the blanks. So what happens is that they go look for short-term fixes for instant validation. And this can be in religion, this can be in sexual relationships, it can be in drugs, it can be in the pursuit of holiness, in which people are holding on to the Bible so much, but not onto the Holy Spirit. There's a big difference. It can be anything. But here's the thing, when you don't let the Most High fill in those blanks, Satan will. And he will do it perfectly. Why? He will do it perfectly, so that he will do it perfectly in the sense that he will put content on the blankness, and that content is going to validate you, but it's also going to distract you. And it's eventually going to drag you all the way to the lake of fire. If you're a believer, you're already saved. So you cannot be unsaved, but you still can be overcome by evil spirits if you continue in darkness. Because there are a lot of believers who are operating in darkness and not operating by faith. Oh, there's wind now, so I don't want the wind to hinder the video, so I'm going to end this video now. Just remember, let God fill in the blanks with you. It was never meant for you to fill them in. It was never meant for others to fill it in. Let God work it out. Meanwhile, keep walking by faith and don't seek for answers the Lord is not providing. Because if you do get an answer, it will not benefit you. That being said, be at peace.